The wind doesn't just blow out here. It whispers through the corrugation of a life left behind. For 40 years, my world was measured in deadlines, fluorescent lights, and the mechanical hum of a city that never cared if I slept. When the retirement party ended and the gold watch stopped feeling heavy, I didn't want a condo with a view of a golf course. I wanted something that had worked as hard as I had. I found this old grain silo, rusted, hollow, and forgotten in the tall grass. People thought I'd lost my mind, but they didn't see what I saw. They saw a relic. I saw a ribcage waiting for a heart. The transformation wasn't just about the wood or the steel. It was about the silence. Stripping back the layers of rust felt like shedding my own skin. Now, when the sun hits that weathered, conical roof, it doesn't just mark the start of a shift. It paints the walls in a patina of gold and copper. Downstairs, the kitchen is my workshop now, where the smell of cedar and coffee replaces the scent of stale office air. I find myself lingering over the simple things, the grain of a timber countertop, the way the firelight dances against the navy cabinets. The spiral stairs aren't just a path to bed, they're a climb toward a different kind of perspective. Up in the loft, tucked under that steel canopy, I finally understand that being alone isn't the same as being lonely. The stars look different through these windows. They don't look like distant points of light anymore. They look like possibilities. In this circle of iron and light, I've finally found the center of myself. The world outside still moves at a frantic pace, but inside these curved walls, time has finally learned to sit still. I didn't just build a house. I built a way to finally come home.